Hi Cancer, this is going to be a reading for December 2021. However, whenever you receive this message is probably the time it was really meant for you. Keep in mind that we are not just our sun sign, but we have our moon rising, all the planets, we have houses as well, so please use spiritual discernment and watch any reading of any sign that you think will resonate with you. Okay, let's get right into it. Oh, came right out. The present energy, I got 2, Ace of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. So new love here, but as well as working with somebody or some people. Let's see. Where'd y'all just come from? The Devil, being caught up in something. Maybe addiction, bad habit, or just be feeling chained or binded to some kind of particular person, place, or thing. What's the challenge here? Okay, investing, waiting. See, I feel like some of you guys are looking at the things that you invest your time or maybe money in, and it's like, why isn't it growing yet? It's giving me that. A little bit of the impatience. Or maybe there might be something here in terms of what you have invested to that isn't working out. Let's see. What's crowning the thoughts of Cancer? 7 of Cups, all your options. 2 sevens now. Okay, so you're thinking about all your options, and the challenge is which one should I water? It's like you got a cup, you got 7 cups, and 7 plants. It's like, what plant do I want to water, and what kind of water should I put into it? What kind of... Well, let's see. Let's keep going, because I'm getting the message, but I would really love to clarify. What's the environment for Cancer at this time? 7 of Swords. It landed this way, so I feel like it's something that's about to be over. It's also a part of the challenge. Feeling very defeated here, but it's like the peak of that pain. Feeling defeated. A lot of. Let me get one more here for the environment. Okay, the Emperor. Now that came out in reverse. Some of you guys might be having some second thoughts about your ability to be an emperor, if you will, to be a leader, to be a leader of something, what you're investing in. We'll see. Let's keep going. What's happening in the immediate future for Cancer? And it fell on here. 2 of Cups. This was definitely upside down, but it went right up. Relationship concerns here. I don't know who it is though, or what it's about. I don't know if you're in the present right now. We got this collaborating effort and you grabbing a cup. I see you sharing it with somebody else, and I feel like it has a lot to do with your future endeavors and what you want to invest your time or maybe even money in. What's hiding from Cancer at this time? Okay, we got Page of Cups. Learning a new wave of emotions. Learning about this cup. Like, what's emotionally satisfying? Okay, I got the 5 of Swords, which could be tit for tat mind game energy, could be petty energy. I got the Tower, which is things coming down. I feel like a lot of you guys, with this being in the hidden position, a lot of you guys need to let go of things that make you feel this way. Make you feel like there's a callousness and a defensiveness here. And I'm going to have to get my own, because nobody's going to get it for me. If anything, people are going to try to take from me. If anything, if I'm too vulnerable, they'll take from me. And I feel like that's coming down in terms of that being a focus or in a sense of inspiration. It's like you can pick a different cup. You can pick a different inspiration. You can pick a different muse. Some people use their anger to be able to, their anger or their frustrations to put all that energy into something. And I don't think there's inherently wrong with that. Some people do need to do that. I feel like here, we'll wait till we clarify, because I don't know if you're supposed to do that and you're not seeing that you're supposed to do that, or if that needs to stop. With the Tower's making me feel like that needs to stop. Like there's a better, pure, more authentic water that you can... Let me just keep going. What's Cancer's strength? Because we're going to clarify the rest anyway. The strength is the Ten of Cups. A lot of these cards are similar to Pisces cards. You might be dealing with a Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. I suggest watching the Pisces reading, especially if you feel like you've been betrayed by somebody. Give me one more for Cancer strength. Okay, Ace of Swords. This is reminding me of the Pisces reading a lot. It has a lot. This being your strength has a lot to do with being able to confide in your loved ones and be able to gather information from that or particular idea. There's something about the people that you love in your life that spark an idea, rather than the people that you tried to love and couldn't love you. What's the spiritual guidance for Cancer? Whoa. Temperance, and then the 8 of Wands. This is telling me listen to your gut feeling and do the most natural thing you can do. You know how if somebody feels like they just want to dance, right? But then they're like, oh, I can't really dance right now because, and then there's excuses or reasons. Maybe that's not the good there's probably a better analogy to describe it. It's given like, let me get one more for spiritual guidance so I can be clear. Ooh, I got 2. I'm going to put, I got the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts. There's a reason why I said that. The Queen of Hearts is like off with her head. And look at the dripping like paint. The Queen of Hearts as spiritual guidance. I feel like y'all have or are about to put more people in their place. And I don't mean necessarily even by words, by just telling somebody off or about themselves. I just mean putting them in the place they belong. I feel like these belong out here. I gotta leave them out. I was gonna put them back in, but I'm gonna leave them out. What is the most probable outcome? 10 of Pentacles. Got 10 of Pentacles. That togetherness. So first 10 of Cups and then 10 of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy. Huh. Let me get one more for the most probable outcome, please. King of Pentacles. Oh, you really ain't gonna be in your bag. Oh, wow. This is giving like, I did raise up my empire, at least in the money aspect. I got my money. I set up my table. I got my house. Whatever I invested in paid off. So that's not a problem. Whatever your goals are and what you're investing in and the kind of people you're collaborating with now, that's not a problem at all. That's absolutely going to manifest in your favor. For sure. For fact. That's not this spread, though. If you were wondering that, there's your confirmation. But I think the spread is also trying to highlight what your inspirations are. And yes, you are going to grow your garden and things are going to come into fruition based off how you water the seeds and what seeds you choose. However, I think this is about what kind of water you use. What is your emotional inspiration here? Like, honestly, let's clarify it. Ace of Cups, please, in the present energy for Cancer. 3 of Pentacles. Wow. It's the same thing. And then Justice. A lot of you guys are recognizing what you put in is what you get out. You're recognizing the kind of people that you have invested in your life, and you are realizing that, okay, I've reaped what I have sown. Like, this has gone well for me, this has not gone well for me, but I learned this kind of lesson. I feel like you guys are really understanding and really getting inspired by both people who, by your experiences with people that you work with in your life, or just deal with in your life in general, that inspire you, whether it's been a negative experience or a positive experience. What's this devil here? What was this devil about before? Okay, the 2 of Cups. What the hell? So we got the 2 of Cups clarifying. So you're definitely over-attached to somebody. Somebody was holding you back. But it's also in the immediate future. Now I want to see what that was. The Ten of Cups. Okay, so trying to have some emotional fulfillment when it comes to a relationship. Yo, okay, so I'm kind of seeing what's going on here. So before, I feel like there was a lot of focus when it to the point of obsession when it came to establishing a kind of relationship with a particular person. This does feel a little bit romantic. It doesn't have to be, but it feels like you did care about this person. They cared a lot about you, but there's something about the way you guys were going about it that just wasn't working out. What's coming up in the future, that there's going to be a lot more harmony, because there seems to have been a change in introspection, especially on your end, on the kind of thing you need to invest in. Because we have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The 9 has to come before the 10. This is emotional fulfillment with self. This is emotional fulfillment with others. So I feel like you realized anything without you feeling emotionally fulfilled was just going to have devil energy. It was just going to bind you up, and it was going to be more of an obligation rather than something genuine. I feel like once you added that extra cup, it's going to bring you into the 10 of Cups that you actually was desiring. Let me get what's crowning you up here. 7 of Cups. In your thoughts. Ace of Pentacles. All right. Again, I was just speaking on that. There's a particular kind of seed that you want to invest, that you want to water. You have an idea. There's an opportunity here, and you know that you got to invest. Should I invest my heart into it? Should I invest my money into it? Should I invest my frustrations into it? It just really depends on what this seed requires. Let's get the challenge here for the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, the Hierophant, that speaks of commitment and then anxiety. Some of you guys are really worried about commitment. I don't think there's a commitment issue here. I just think you guys are overthinking a little bit too much on how to commit. If you are using methods like anger, or how do I describe? You know how like when people make music, and they are mad at somebody, or they went through a breakup, they put all of that into the music. They invest that cup of what they went through into that seed, and they make an amazing, beautiful song. That don't always work for everything, is what I'm saying. Happiness, sadness, betrayal. What do you feel? I feel like a lot of you guys might have put the wrong cup in something, in an opportunity. Like the motivations was a little bit negative based off of this devil energy, I think, happened. And that can be very taxing, because whatever this is that you're investing in, you have to water it constantly. So that means you got to be in that energy constantly. That is a lot. And I feel like y'all are seeing now, and if you're not, you need to see the challenge in that. Let me get this environment here. It's giving very hopelessness, so let me see what's going on. Why is the Ten of Swords here like this? The Moon, secrets, illusions. Again, I feel like this has a lot to do with overthinking, because the overthinking is affecting you emotionally. As well as there's some things about like this anxiousness and pain that you have been going through and are going through right now, that I don't think that you're acknowledging, because you feel like it'll be more productive to not acknowledge and to keep going and going and going, but it's not. You need to acknowledge it. It needs to be acknowledged in order to be mastered. Clarifying the Emperor in the reverse is the Judgment card, which is about that you being in your ultimate truth, stripped down in your ultimate truth. And in order to strip down, you have to strip down into your ultimate truth, your true self, to be able to get this Emperor to go right back up and be balanced and be in charge and be the King of Kings and be able to run shit. But the fact of the matter is, in order to feel liberated in your true self, you need to acknowledge the pain that you're kind of harboring, because I feel like a lot of you guys are harboring some pain that you don't really want to express at this time. Let me get one more here. I want one more to describe this relationship, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, because it's supposed to be in the immediate future. The Four of Wands. I feel like this is just confirming that whatever was going on here with this person, where there was a codependent, definitely codependent. Both people were miserable, and I feel like the dynamic has changed into something very beautiful. This feels like the same relationship, but it's entirely different now. It's a different kind of love. The love is being expressed differently. You're still able to invest in yourself, in your endeavors. So instead of feeling drained with this person or anything else, you feel revitalized, because you revitalize yourself by doing the things that you need to do for yourself. Let's get what's hiding here. Clarify that Page of Cups. Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's something. Okay, so remember when I just talked about how we invest our energy, especially if it's coming from a negative place or a place of pain. Um, a lot of you guys, I feel like your pain, especially if it overcomes you at night, anxious, sleepless, really worried about stuff not working out, but having to be committed to something. I think what's hiding from you is exactly what I said down here, that you really need to reassess why you're doing what you're doing. If you want to utilize the power of pain to invest in something, you got to know where to invest it, right? So yeah, if you're making a song, that's great, but it might be something else you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to build a house, for example, you can't beat everything down. You break shit. You'll break the wood and stuff like that. You just throw a hammer. It's gonna cause destruction, and it's just gonna be very taxing, and it's gonna take a lot more energy than necessary. Some things don't take that much energy. Yeah, hopes, wishes, dreams. I feel like a lot of you guys are, and then there's that tower again to clarify. I feel like a lot of you guys are have yet to really release the disappointment and grieving over what happened here prior, because when you cut off the devil, it's a beautiful liberating thing, but it could feel empty. When something you've been attached to so long, especially if you're using it to validate yourself or you've been codependent on it, that could feel like spiritually like you cut off a limb, because it felt like it was a part of you for so long. So I feel like you're manifesting it in terms of this, like, you know what, f everybody. And I mean, not like that, but I just mean it's coming off a little bit more defensive. It's coming off a little bit more like I gotta buck up. It's like when a hurt animal is, like a wounded animal out in the wild is like slashing out at things, and it's because they're scared and they're wounded. I feel like you need to address the wound and heal it. And then you can utilize that power, that cup, into pouring it into a seed appropriately. Your strength here. What's the strength here? Temperance. And the Hangman, seeing something in a brand new perspective. So the clarity I was telling you about that you'll have once you're really able to assess and heal the wound after cutting off this devil energy, it's going to give you a brand new perspective. You're going to see the divine whole purpose of it all. Like Cardi B voice, what was the reason? You're going to be like, this is the reason. Your strength is really being able to see a different perspective, because you're able to have that emotional clarity as the Cancer that you are. I'm going to take the spiritual guidance here, clarify it, because we got the Temperance again, movement, the Queen of Wands, and Swords. Off with her head. I just keep hearing that. Now that I said the Queen of Hearts. Okay. I felt like you were dealing... Once you realize the power in what you went through and why you went through it, there's going to be a lot of fast movement. Your plants are going to grow a lot faster. They're going to be nourished in a whole new way. The way you invest your emotions and your time and your energy into all the projects that you want to do to be this King of Pentacles, to build this beautiful, beautiful dream you have. Some of y'all going to be making bread, but that's a whole nother story. I feel like whatever this relationship was, they're going to be coming back around with their hand out a bit, and you'll have to keep it to yourself. You see her holding her purse? I'm not saying keep it to yourself necessarily. I just feel like you're not going to invest the same. I also feel like there's going to be some communication about that too. I just feel like things are going to go into a lot more calmer waters when you focus on yourself and focus on everything I just said. And then whoever this Queen of Hearts is, the relationship will go into calmer waters. Some of you guys, this is someone in the family. Someone you made a family with, or this is an actual family member. Could be a female. There's that Emperor. Now he's upright. It's like, I'm in charge. For some of you, you might have felt like you weren't in charge of your life the way you wanted to be before. And now there's this understanding that you are in charge of your life. There was this codependency, but I feel like you're looking a little higher, like this person especially, and others are going to start looking up to you. The High Priestess, intuitively, because your intuition is going to be really strong in terms of what to do, how to navigate, how do you work hard, what do you invest in, how do you start a business, how do you, whatever the goals is that you're doing. Other people have other goals, and they're going to kind of be looking to you, and they're going to be like, you know, they're going to see how intuitive you are, and I feel like you'll be able to share that. It's, you know what this is giving me? You're going to help this person, and you're going to help others, but instead of cooking for them, you're going to teach them how to fish. And I mean the basics. You're going to be like, you're not going to do too much here. You're going to give them what they need, or at least point to them, and you're going to show them their resources and then tell them what they can do and then walk away. I just feel like that you're not going to be so emotionally invested, or not emotionally invested, but just investing your energy in general, because you'll understand how necessary that was for you. So you're going to make sure that other people are going to be doing it as well, and you're not going to be babying them as much. It won't be a codependent thing. You're not going to be holding nobody's hand. Let me get the most probable outcome here. That beautiful King of Pentacles energy, bro. The Sun in reverse. What'd that mean? That's a lot. Let me pick it back up. Why is the Sun in reverse? The Two of Wands in the reverse. The most probable outcome. These are beautiful cards, but the Sun in reverse is throwing me off. Two of Wands is not making a choice. Some of you guys thought about traveling and didn't. Some of you guys thought about making a certain move or action and decided not to. Now I have the Queen of Swords here. Could be an air sign. The Sun is giving me innocence. There was something naive that, this kind of naive energy that was perceived off of you, that's going to change. That's what that Sun is giving me, because the Sun can also be like a child, naive, innocent. I feel like that's going to change around. There's a glow up here. It's like you're not like this is the King of Pentacles. You don't have to be a male, but it's giving very like, I'm not no little boy no more. I'm a grown-ass man, and I know what to do. And I'm making a decision. There's no options here. I already chose the option with the Two of Wands in reverse. I already made the move. I already made the call. And you're going to come off very cold. You're going to come off like the Queen of Swords, but you're really just the King of Pentacles. The Magician came up in reverse. For some of you guys, I feel like you're not gonna help somebody manifest at all. I feel like I don't see, you see how everybody's, it's like the Ten of Pentacles, when I see the Ten of Pentacles, it's like everybody brought food to the table. It's a big, huge feast. You know what I mean? Money, gold plates and cups and food galore, all types of beasts on the table and all types of stuff. And I feel like somebody might come over and want, you know what I mean, some off that plate, and they're gonna be like, nah, you can't sit here unless you bring a plate. You can't sit here. You cannot sit here. It's like you won't shine the light on them. And I don't think this is a negative. This doesn't even feel negative at all. It just feels like there's a coldness in order to protect what you have acquired. Yeah, the Seven of Wands is defense. You see how she's in her bubble and all these wands trying to poke it out to get to her energy? She's like, nope, peacefully, calmly. She's not fighting them back in this deck. You know what I mean? She has her bubble around her and it's strong. She's at peace. That's what it's giving. Let's get some tea leaves up in here. Okay, a wish is granted. That's what I told you. Anything you're investing in, especially money related, trying to buy a house, trying to make some bread, you're waiting for this job, you're about to get it. Whatever it is, you're gonna get it. For sure. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. What is that about? Let me clarify that real quick. Let me clarify each one. The wish that will be granted. New job or career. The pin. That's the wish that would be granted. Bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. It's in your bag. What's the wish that won't be granted? Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is working against you. A lot of you guys, okay, hold on, let me keep going. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. Hand, in need of help, assistance, or guidance. Yeah. The wish, I think this is the previous wish that had to do with the devil energy of really relying on somebody or wanting to build with somebody else. But you end up having it, but you're gonna end up building that table by yourself. And certain people, especially this person, is gonna want to come back and sit at that table. You're gonna be like, hell nah, I put everything into this table. Are you kidding me? You didn't do anything. You didn't even get the wood to get this table. You didn't get a plate, nothing. Absolutely not. But that was your initial wish. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I'm telling you, look at this. Seek out information that will help you. The vines, it's reminding me of the garden aspect we were talking about, planting seeds and stuff and waiting for things to grow. I feel like some of you guys might peek at other people's gardens. You might look at other people who managed to get what you're trying to get, and you're gonna be looking like, ooh, what kind of water do they use? What kind of fertilizer do they use? What kind of seeds are in there? You're just gonna start getting ideas. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. I feel like this has a lot to do with whatever this person was you were trying to work with that didn't work out. Ladder, climbing towards success. Pig, beware of greed. So that's what I was thinking too here. It didn't feel negative, but just beware. Like, you don't want to, why are you pulling back? Make sure you're pulling back from people for the right reasons. You don't want to enable them. You don't want them dependent on you, but don't get to the point where you're like, you can't help nobody. You know what I'm saying? Also, with the pig, my mom, still says to this day about how pearls is like wisdom. And I think it's in the Bible or whatever, where it's like, don't throw your pearls to pigs. And she says that a lot. And when I see this pig, it reminds me of that, because it reminds me of the pig that's going to come up to the table. It's going to be out like, yes, you want to give advice. You want to help other people find out how to have success the way you're going to have success. You about to ball out straight up. You about to hit the jackpot, honestly. You know what happens when people win the lottery? All of a sudden, there's people in the woodworks. You know how many people done got killed by their own family members off the damn lottery? Anyway, I'm mentioning that to say that a lot of people switch up and they come with their hand out. Look at the hand out. The pig is coming with their hand out. And you're going to have to learn how to say no. And once you're able to do that, that's when the most difficult part will be over. Bowl, plenty of material things. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. That's what's coming off that 10 of Pentacles, that 10 of Cups. You're going to be invested. You're going to be giving back to the people who matter, the people who helped you, for sure. So, let me get some angel cards and then we'll wrap it up. What lights you up? Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? That's speaking of that the devil energy, how you were dimming your light. Also, some of you, that's why the sun is reversed. Some of you guys are really not going to want to be flossing like that when you do get money. Y'all ain't about to be bragging. Some of y'all about to be wearing the same raggedy shoes. I mean, I don't think you should do that. Buy some new shoes, but don't buy like, don't be buying no red bottoms and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of you guys, and some of you guys might. I'm feeling two different scenarios. Some of you Cancers might really ball out and not care and be like, hell no. Some of you guys are going to just put it in the right things. Like, yeah, my shoes might be expensive, but I know they're going to last me several years. That kind of thing. And I think that speaks of beware of greed too, if this is in regards to your own energy. How, just because you got a lot of money don't mean you got to ball out on the most ridiculous, unnecessary thing. Still spend smart. You don't got to be Mr. Krabs or anything like that. Just spend smart, because your mindset is going to have to change the more money you make. And your mindset, and I feel like this is a given, but when it comes to your mindset, there's a poverty mindset and a lack mindset that people you might have shared it with people before and you don't have that now, and I don't think you should hide that at all. I think you should be able to express that light. Don't dim into the fit in. Do not dim your light. What lights you up? What lights you up? Don't dim it.